All right. Welcome back, folks, to the FF Faceoff. This is a fantasy football podcast getting you ready for Week 15. It's fantasy football playoffs time, so Lord knows you guys got questions. We will have answers for you. Feel free to fire them into the chat. We'll have a good time with it. I'll tell everybody, of course, go to fffaceoff.com for all of your fantasy football, NFL, and sports betting needs. Also got some decent NFL draft content there in case you're interested in that sort of thing. At some point during the show, I will share our DFS link for Week 15. And yeah, follow the show on X at fffaceoff. Last but not least, if you're watching on the old beautiful YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to be notified when we go live. My name is Michael Hopp. You can follow me on X at the FF Realist. I'm joined by Mr. Pete Nova, who could be followed at Supernova38. That, of course, with 2 R's. Pete, how's by you, good friend?
It's good. I have off from work tomorrow, so that's always a blessing. For those that don't know, no, this is not my full-time job. But if you guys send in some more super chats, maybe it could be my full-time job.
There you go. Maybe more than a few, but yeah, still.
Yeah, well, it depends. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, feeling good. Got the fantasy playoffs starting tonight, and ready to roll.
Yeah. Also, if you guys have any betting questions, we could always answer those too, just for fun. Of course. As always. But yeah, so there you go. Feel free to fire in those questions, and yeah. And Pete, this is for you. I have this koozie today for you. That's for you.
Oh, it's great. Love the Mets. Yeah.
Cheers. I'm actually drinking a Coke today, but cheers.
Well, there you go. That's very nice of you, Jamie. Appreciate that.
He's definitely here for you. Yeah, he's just saying that to butter me up.
All right, well, let's kick it off. Emiliano Gonzalez said, would it be crazy to start Juwan over CD this week and Evans or Kamara at the flex? Also, Ertz or Kraft for tight end. Yeah, I really like Juwan Jennings tonight. CD Lamb's volume has been ridiculous, so I don't feel comfortable not starting him, to be completely honest with you. I would really look, if I'm trying to get Juwan Jennings in, it would be to try to get in over Kamara or Evans, but I like Mike Evans. I think this franchise cares about that record, so I think he's going to have a good week.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was telling somebody that on X today that, yeah, I think Evans, I think they have that 1,000 yards in mind, and they're not going to let it go. So, and yeah, I mean, I love Juwan. I love him tonight. I think he does damage, but not enough to put him in over CD. That's a little too rich for my blood. So no.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there.
He also said, what the hell was that?
Kraft
or Kraft.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Zach Ertz has been solid. I mean, Zach Ertz is such a safe play, but look, I mean, this is the fantasy playoffs. I think you start your best guys. I think you start Tucker Kraft. That would be my advice. And I worry that the Commanders might be in a shoot in a game where they stomp them out, and maybe just run the ball a ton. So I like Kraft.
I would take Kraft there too. Also, it's a nice matchup just in general. So yeah, no, I would go Kraft there too.
Okay. He said already starting Kyron, Henry, and Cup. Yeah, I think that's fine. No concerns there.
It works.
Obviously, we said hello to Albert, Alicia, Jamie. Jared Fortin said, hey, guys, pick 2 PPR, Tracy, Waddle, dealing with a hamstring, or McCormick. Waddle's been really good lately, man. This whole offense has been good lately.
Yeah, I'd say unless you hear something really negative about Waddle between, I don't know why an ad's playing on my TV. Unless we hear something terrible about Waddle between now and game time, I would go with Waddle and Tracy and just be done with it.
Yeah, I mean, McCormick gets a good matchup. Tracy, Waddle gets a good matchup too. I mean, Waddle against the Jets without Sauce Gardner, but they were number 1 against wide receivers in fantasy. They get the Texans 27th against the wide receivers in fantasy. Waddle's coming off a 12 target game, 9 for 99. So I think you have to start Waddle. It really be between Tracy and McCormick. I think you have to start Tracy just because of the talent, and we're talking upside here. You're going to kind of hear that as a common theme, for me at least, with the playoffs. I want the highest upside guys in my lineup. So yeah.
Yep, that is going to be a recurring theme because Pete basically said it when we were off air too. So
Yeah.
yep.
That's how I feel. John, did you have you said you were with Tracy and Waddle though, right?
Yeah, I was saying unless we hear something significant about Waddle's hamstring between now and the game.
Yeah. Unless you're up like crazy after tonight and
That
you're
too.
like, I don't want to risk Waddle getting re-injured.
Sure.
Maybe I could understand that if you have a really high like lead. And you just want like a couple points kind of thing, I guess. So anyway, Jay said, "Do I start Garendo? I'm not starting him, honestly. I think I posted that the Vegas has 3 of the 49ers running backs. 2 of them, Garendo and Taylor, are minus odds to score a touchdown, and then Keyshawn Vaughn was like
Hmm.
plus 160,
Yeah,
170. So I'm good on that. I think the explosiveness probably won't be there for Garendo with these mid foot sprains. So I'm good on sitting him unless you don't have a good option behind him.
that's what I was gonna say. This is really one of those. What are what are your other options? What's on the bench right now? Because I would rather not. I just don't trust it. I know they say he feels good. I think he said, but he takes one hit the wrong way and he's out, and then you're screwed. And this is not the opportune week to be screwed, especially us right out of the gate on a Thursday night. So I would rather not.
Yeah, I don't worry too much about re-injury since it's not like soft tissue, but it's really just
Yeah.
about like explosiveness. I think we see Debo Samuel lined up in the backfield a decent amount. Like, I just don't trust Kyle Shanahan with these injuries
Well,
anymore.
I had also heard from some guys that are more into the college scene than I am that apparently Garendo leaving games is like it's a thing that continuously happens, which kind of alarmed me too. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I had saw something about that too, or I think he had a similar injury in college. Similar injury in college as well, and he missed like 6 weeks. So yeah, not great.
Yep.
Jared Fortin said Amazon to Yanks watch. I don't know who Amazon is. I I can't. I don't know what player that is. I don't know if that's a nickname for somebody, but if it's not, hopefully it's not somebody that I want the Phillies to get. So, um, that's all I'll say, and not
Yeah, I
talk
don't know.
much about baseball. Um,
Yeah,
Tyler Sperry said, "Any news on Walker? If Walker plays, Charbonnet is nothing. Start Reed or Myers with a third string quarterback." Yeah, I'd rather just roll the dice on Jaden Reed. I know he's burned us. Totally understand the hesitancy to start him, and yeah, I mean Jacoby Myers has been good, but Kenneth Walker did not participate again this week. I mean today, and we're approaching Friday. So to me, yeah, I want Charbonnet in my lineup. If it's between these 3 guys, I would start Charbonnet. If you can start Charbs, and then between Reed or Myers, I'd start Reed for the upside.
yeah. I'm seeing here he's considered day to day status for Sunday is unknown. That being Kenneth Walker. So yeah, I got nothing new there. I would probably be the same as you. Eventually, we're gonna disagree, but I would go Jaden Reed there. But for what it's worth, Kenneth Walker is day to day right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and just the non-participant. I mean, look, we'll probably see him in like like limited action tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. Jamie said, "I usually don't drink my Coke." That's odd.
Haha,
Uh,
very clever.
um, St. Louis fans, Mr. Discount said, "Good evening, Drake May or Matt Stafford." Give me Matt Stafford. Drake
Yeah.
May has. If this game was in New England, I would feel a little bit better, but they have to travel across country from East Coast to West Coast is never easy. And they're traveling, and it's against Arizona, who I'm high on their defense this week. So I like Matt Stafford tonight.
Yeah, same deal here. And I'm not really even thinking about it. So yeah.
Me too. Okay. Donna Millman said, in a guillotine league, and we're trying to decide either to start Cup tonight or James Cook this week in the flex. We also have Devontae Adams, McConkey as our flex as well. Full PPR. Thank you in advance. I would roll with Cup tonight And then C, because McConkey maybe doesn't play. I want to see if he's been practicing. Let me limited participant. I'd still worry about re-injury, but I prefer Cup tonight. He scored in 3 out of his last 4. And to me, make the decision between James Cook, Devontae Adams, and McConkey. You're probably, in my opinion, starting Adams because he's just been too hot, and it's going to be between James Cook and McConkey.
Yeah, again, I do the same exact thing. I like Cup tonight, and I would wait. I haven't heard much on McConkey this week, so we'll see. But yeah. Now, if McConkey's active, are you going McConkey or are you going Devontae?
I'm going Devontae. The connection's just been too good. They look like they have their old connection back. Him and Rodgers. It'd really be between James Cook and McConkey for me, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And that game for the Chargers, it's Bucks. It's a good matchup for Ladd. And Lions, James Cook has Lions run defense, which is one of the best in the league. So probably leaning starting Ladd, but I worry about the re-injury. So I just want to see how he progresses.
Done and done.
Now, we do have a super chat from Juan Dier, so we're going to pull his question or hers. Said, Steelers D is tough, and Eagles have been spreading it around. Rico putting up 12 to 15 consistent. A.J. Brown has been sketchy. Also said, I got a unique situation. He said, I'm down 20 points in a 2-week playoff format. I have A.J. Brown at flex, but also have Rico. Quarterback is Hurts. Would you consider sitting A.J. for Rico?
Wow.
Panthers D is terrible. No,
That's true.
Still not. I can't. Again, this is one of those situations like you got to go with the highest upside. And I got Joey Porter Jr. is likely going to be on AJ Brown. Joey Porter Jr. is his PFF grade is like a 26, 27 against covering the deep ball. AJ Brown's over under for longest reception is 26.5. It's pretty high. I think Vegas thinks he's going to get a deep shot. And I think the squeaky wheel theory, like I think they're going to give him the ball and they will. I feel confident. So.
Yeah, this is one of those things where I know you're gonna keep kind of reiterating it, which I'm on board with. But yeah, I think if you wanted to do like a Rico over AJ Brown, that's something you could try in maybe week 5 or week 6 if you really want to go with this is the trend lately. But like you're in the playoffs right now, I don't know if I'm comfortable making that move. Plus, there could be something to the narrative that a lot of people now are talking about the dysfunction between Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, and maybe they sit down and break some bread and say, "Hey, let's tear this up and get people to shut up about this, and let's just move it on." So, yeah.
Plus, I mean, you're down points. You get the stack of Hurts and AJ. Like,
right.
If you're chasing points, like I mean, you can make up ground quickly if you're starting a connection like that with a stack of a quarterback and a wide receiver. Am I saying it's going to work out? Maybe not, but I mean, we're shooting for upside. You're playing from behind right now, so you got some ground to make up, my friend. Okay. Scotty T said Juwan Jennings, JSN, or Tyrone Tracy in the flex. I haven't said JSN a lot. I'm ready to get on board. I'm going to start JSN.
Yep, I was going to say JSN as well. I was going to beat you to it, but yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying.
I'll start letting you answer first.
No, I don't give a shit.
Tristan Walker said, do we start Isaiah Guerendo? Yeah, I mean, we just talked about it. If you have a better option.
We're probably going to get this question a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a better option, I would move off of him.
Yeah, same here.
Basher said, sup, fellas? I have Bijan, Chuba, Guerendo, Juwan, McLaurin, DJ Moore, Mixon. Should I bench any of them for Metcalf?
I would bench Guerendo. For Metcalf.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, like, out of that list, that's the only one.
I know. It's just, it sucks because I was so high on Metcalf and he's going to hit 1,000 yards this year. But he's only had 3 touchdowns, 54 catches. Like he's just disappointing. Yeah, I guess I would start Metcalf against Green Bay. I'm not in love with it, but yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it at all. But
I
I mean,
mean,
other than that, he's got a good. You have a good lineup. You know,
over the last few years, I mean, touchdowns hasn't really been his thing. I mean, 2020, 2021, he had double-digit touchdowns. Since then, he's had 6, 8, and then now 3 that you mentioned. So
yeah.
touchdowns have kind of become an unfortunate.
Well,
It's a common
volume
commonplace.
wasn't his thing this year. I mean, after besides week 1 against Denver, many guys have struggled. Week 2, 3, and 4, he had 129, 104, 104. He had a touchdown in 2 of those games, 10 catches, 4 catches, 7 catches. Like he's really getting like 4 to 5 catches a game, and you're just hoping he gets into the end zone. But other than that, I mean, like he's not giving you volume. He's not scoring touchdowns. So you're really just hoping that he gets like 80 yards to 100 yards, maybe, and gets 4 or 5 catches, gives you a good floor at like 12 points. That's really where we're at with DK, unfortunately. We do have another super chat. I'll get to that in a second, but I want to answer Cole because I do have the comment pulled up. He said Sutton or Garrett Wilson, and then Brian BJR or Garendo. Is that Brian Robinson Jr.? Right? Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it's not Bijan. Maybe Bijan Robinson.
I mean, that shouldn't even be a question.
If it was Brian
Garendo.
Robinson or Bijan, I would start them both over Grendo.
Right.
We'll get that out of the way. Now, Sutton or Garrett Wilson's interesting. Sutton gets a good matchup against the Colts coming out of a bye week. Sutton's been one of the hotter receivers in fantasy football. But Garrett Wilson, again, the volume has just been off the charts for him. I know where you're leaning. I'll let you take this first.
I am leaning Sutton, but I will say that, when we were on Sunday before the games, I was bashing the hell out of the Jets wide receivers. They showed me a little something. I kind of woke up a little bit. So it's not as much of a slam dunk for me. I still think as of right now, I would go Sutton, but it's closer than it's been for a while for me between those two options.
Yeah. So Garrett Wilson, these are his targets since week 9, 10, 6, 8, 10, 10. Just had 114 yards last week. He goes up against Jacksonville, 28th when it comes to receivers. I do think the game with Sutton and Denver against the Colts will be more competitive. And Sutton's been almost just as hot. 10, 11, 9, 8, 10, 9 targets. Colts are a little bit more stingy. I'm going to go with Sutton here just because I think the game's more competitive. Jets versus Jacksonville. Jets might hit them in the mouth a little bit. It might just be a sloppy game too. So I would go Sutton as well. Tyler Sperry said Hawkinson over Otten because of Evans. I'm not worried about Evans with Otten. We've seen him get volume still, but I would still go with Hawkinson though.
Yeah, this is I had tweeted about this. This is a Hawkinson week. It's who were they going up against again? I think it was the Bears I believe. Yeah. This is a good spot for Sam Darnold. It's a good spot for TJ Hawkinson. So yeah, I think Hawkinson is top 3 tight end this week. So
okay. And then Fredo coming in with the $5 super, always generous, said Tua, Mahomes, or Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to dig into the numbers too much here to say Tua for me. That Miami offense is clicking. They need to win. They go down. Tough game against the Texans. It's in a dome. I don't want to start Rodgers. I don't really want to start Mahomes right now.
Yeah, no, same here. And it was between Tua and Rodgers for me. If you could imagine saying that out loud before this season when having Mahomes in the question. But yeah, no, I go Tua. Same thing. Dolphins are on a roll. They're trying to keep it going. Give me Tua.
Yeah. Over the Moon Films said pick 2, DJ Moore, Chase Brown, Deebo Samuel, Brian Robinson Jr., also Kate Otten or Sam Laporta. This is super easy for me. It's Chase Brown and Brian Robinson Jr. Brian Robinson Jr. has a smash matchup against the Saints. Again, another team that needs to win. They're coming out of the bye. He's dealt with some injuries. He gets an extra week of rest. And Chase Brown is too hot to bench right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Chase Brown's a constant. And then after that, I'd probably go Brian Robinson Jr. as well. I was just thinking about DJ Moore a little bit, but I don't think I could actually make that move. I was just taking a look at something else here. I mean, here's the thing. I know you said you didn't want to dig. Not that I can't. Just saying this is your philosophy at this point. Is not as much digging into numbers, but
Sure.
I mean, if I'm looking at like the Vikings over the last 4 weeks and points allowed to wide receivers, you got 42.2, 62.4, 30.2, 52.3. So they are allowing points to wide receivers. So there is an opportunity to do some damage there. I actually think I would go Chase Brown and DJ Moore.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would. I think it's close between him and Brian Robinson Jr. for sure. Um, you know, but yeah, but I do agree with you that Chase Brown that's the constant. That's the one that's just happening.
Okay. And then Otten or Laporta?
I'm gonna go out in there. You?
Yeah, Matt Milano is back for the Bills. So, he's one of the leaders on that defense. Now Laporta gets the Chargers. I'm sorry, Otten gets the Chargers. Hofstog didn't like that.
No, he did not.
Honestly, oh man, I'm gonna go with Laporta. He's getting involved. He's getting more involved in the red zone.
I think this is one of those times where I could say they'll finish it within a few points of one another, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Laporta, 15 and 10 points the last 2 weeks. 2 touchdowns 2 weeks ago, 5 for 54 last week. I mean, Lions are one of these teams where they just can start pushing different buttons to see what works, and maybe they're starting to push that Laporta button and just see if they can get him going before the playoffs, and maybe give some of the other guys they've been leaning on a rest. So, but it's close. GLVZ, $5 super. Thank you so much. Said Purdy with Kittle, Jennings, Garendo, Stack, or Hurts. Also, should I not start this many 49ers because of a possible risk? I'm afraid of Steelers defense. I'm fine starting Purdy over Hurts this week. Yep. I'll put that out there. Mm-hmm. Now Kittle, Jennings, Garendo is a little risky for sure.
I mean, Garendo is going to be the reoccurring theme on this show today. That we're a little like, I like Kittle this week. It's hard to not like Kittle when he plays. I mean, the guy is on the verge of 1,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns, and he's missed a couple of games this year. Jennings is also very solid. Garendo just scares me. So I'm cool with everything else, but I'd try and see if you have something else in place of Garendo, if possible.
Yeah, that was kind of my lean too. Look, I mean, Jalen Hurts. I want to take a look and just see what he's been doing as of late. I mean, he's not throwing for a lot of yards. Now he is running a lot of touchdowns in. Yeah. I do have some thoughts on that, but here's the thing. Honestly, maybe I would go with Jalen. I like Purdy a lot tonight, but like Jalen has only scored under 18 fantasy points one time this entire season. He's giving you a really high floor. I think I would go with Hurts. I know Steelers defense is tough. I'll go with the squeaky wheel theory. I think that they have to get this passing game going at some point. So yeah, I would go with Hurts. I'm fine starting Kittle and Jennings, and I would maybe look for a replacement with Garendo. I think that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really argue with somebody saying that they want to start Jalen Hurts, so that's fine. But yeah, I still think I'd go Purdy. Says the guy wearing a Niner shirt and a Niner hat, but
you're pretty impartial, so it's all good.
I try.
Jay coming back in said Garendo, Bucky, or Waddle. I would hold out to see the news on Bucky and Waddle and start one of those guys and be fine with it.
Sounds like you're going to be doing Waddle based on what's going on, but yeah.
Terrell T said McMillan or Pittman. This is. I mean, I think I'd go with Pittman.
He is getting a good target share over the last 3 weeks. I mean, for what that's worth.
Well, and look, there's a chance that Riley Moss for Denver doesn't play. We saw what happened with Jerry Jeudy last week. Pittman is more of an X receiver. I do worry that Surtain plays on him a good amount, but it looks like Josh Downs is going to play. Josh Downs plays in the slot a lot, though. So I would still start Pittman here. I know McMillan looked good last week, but I'm not ready to risk my season on McMillan just yet.
Yeah,
It's
same
still
thing.
a tough matchup.
I don't love this question. But yeah, I would go Pittman, but I wouldn't feel comfortable about it either way.
No,
Is what I'm trying to
absolutely
get
not.
at.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say this is definitely one that I will say go with your gut on, because honestly, like, Pittman is risky and McMillan maybe gets going. I mean, I'm fine with, if you want to take that shot. I mean, because Pittman's still risky. Just because he's the bigger name doesn't mean he doesn't provide any risk. So I would go with your gut here. If your gut's telling you McMillan, I wouldn't blame you for doing that move. I don't think it's that
Sure.
crazy. Search and Kill said on flex, should I start Pacheco or Hopkins? I think we answered this. I answered this maybe with Steve last night. I said Pacheco. I'm fine with start. I think Pacheco's getting himself going.
Yeah, I would go Pacheco as well there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Scott, we'll just say Scott, said, I'm stuck. I don't know if I should start Jennings over Tracy or Pacheco. I'm fine starting Jennings. I don't know which guy between Tracy and Pacheco, but I like Jennings the most out of these three this week.
Yeah. Oh, same here. Yeah, start Jennings over. Oh God, so he's got to pick one after that. Yeah. I would start Jennings and I would start him over Tracy, because I do think we're going to start to see some action from Pacheco down the stretch here.
Me too. Yeah, yeah, Tracy against that Ravens defense. The Ravens are favored by 16.5 points, and the total is 43, dude. 43.
Oof.
That is an insane number.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are away. And on a neutral site, I mean, usually it's 3 points. This year, I think I read something that said it's closer to like 2. For home field advantage, usually gets 2 points. This year, they'd always kind of changes. It's normally 3. That's like at home, they'd be favored by 20. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want any parts of that. Jared said, "What are your top props tonight?" Hoff liked the DK special. It was, what was it again?
Well, that DK special was that Puka and Debo will have over 5 receiving yards in each quarter.
Yeah,
So,
it's risky, but I mean, it's plus 2,000.
Yeah, but it's plus 2,000. So I threw $10 on it, and we'll see what happens. But I mean,
Yep.
I like a lot of the Kittle props. So if it's the receiving yards, I like Purdy's numbers tonight. That passing yards number is getting a little bit higher than where it was, not too long ago, or the odds are getting a little more scary. But yeah, I like Purdy tonight. I like Kyron Williams touchdown. That I like. So
yeah,
those
it's
some of the
chalked.
ones I like.
It's a little chalky, but yeah.
I know, but that's what I'm putting out there.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what we talked about. Like, I like the 49ers tonight. So to me, I think Purdy 200 yards and 49ers money lines like plus 110. I'll take that all day. I think that's a nice play.
Yeah, I think the Niners season ends when they play the Lions in a couple weeks. I think that's where it all comes crashing down.
All right, let's not get morbid here.
I'm just saying it. So I think they win tonight. Is what I'm saying.
I'm just fucking with you.
Just being honest.
Over the Moon said I also have Bucky. I'm trying to find their initial comment.
Oh, that was forget
that was the pick DJ Chase Brown. Yeah, I'm still rolling with Brian Robinson. Even if Bucky plays, I prefer Brian Robinson at this point.
Yeah, because even if Bucky plays, I mean, he could go in there and get hurt like he did last week. Yeah,
absolutely. Kenny Kavanaugh with a $5 super said, need a streaming tight end this week. This is interesting because 2 of these guys we did discuss. Yes. Noah Gray, Dalton Schultz, Grant Calcaterra, and Stone Smart, or someone else.
Now, here's the thing I wanted to bring up to you. I know you were saying earlier, which I agree with the sentiment, sure. Kind of go with what got you here sort of thing. Try not to get too cute, but Stone Smart there is no Will Disley, there is no Hayden Hurst, and it is a nice matchup for the Chargers. I forget games keep escaping me, but I was actually looking at that this morning because I got a similar question this morning on X. Oh, going up against the Buccaneers, so it's a nice matchup for tight ends too. I think I'd still say Dalton Schultz here, but I think Stone Smart's going to have a pretty nice week.
Me too. I'm good rolling Stone Smart, 54 yards last week. Now he got the Chiefs, which have been favorable, but he stepped up. No Will Disley, and this is an offense that's short of weapons right now. I mean, I understand Dalton Schultz. I understand Noah Gray. Maybe Dalton Schultz gives you the same ceiling and as Stone Smart, so it might be safer to just go with Dalton Schultz. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I think Stone Smart might provide a little bit more upside, but a little bit more risk. So I'd probably go Dalton Schultz, but
yeah.
yeah,
I wasn't even thinking about the other two, Grant and
Noah
Noah
Gray.
Gray. I wasn't even thinking about those guys. To
The
be honest
Noah
with you.
Gray experience is done, and not to say he's not going to help them. He won't show up
Sure.
sometimes, but
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
I'm not good starting him anymore.
right. That was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Zach said Cup, Pollard, Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Dowdle, pick 3. Tony Pollard on the injury report. Don't think he practiced today. Something to monitor there. I'm going to go with Cup for sure, like we've talked about. I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson, and then it would be really between Dowdle and Pollard. I get Neighbors gets the Ravens, which is a nice matchup. But Tommy, well, and last time we saw Tommy DeVito on the field, he didn't really pepper Neighbors, and could be completely wrong with this, and maybe Neighbors has a really good game, and that's understandable. But Dowdle's been giving us a really high floor, so I'm going to go with Cup, Garrett Wilson, and Dowdle.
I was going to go with the same. I and Neighbors was the odd man out for me. It came down to Pollard and Dowdle, just as you were talking through it out loud. Talking through it out loud. You are talking through it, so you are out loud. But yeah, Neighbors, yeah, like you could say Neighbors could pop at any point, and that's because he can. That's because he's so talented. But what we've seen there, ever since he got that concussion against against the Seahawks on Thursday Night Football, ever since that game, and he came back, it's been occasional points here and there, but really just a shit show.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny, so I pulled it. I did. Do you see Tyler's super chat? I'm going to get to you, Tyler. Guys, we have a ton of questions right now, so just bear with us. We're probably going to go for another 30 minutes, but feel free to send in super chats if you don't want to wait and you don't want to take the chance of us not answering you. GLVZ did send us in a super chat and just sent a follow-up in a minute or two ago, so I do want to get back to him. He said, follow-up to my question. I have Tank Bigsby, Jalen Warren, Kendra Miller to replace Garendo. Should I just start Purdy with Jennings and Kittle and leave Hurts and Garendo out? I'll stick with what I said. I like Hurts. He hasn't had under 18 points this season except once. And then as for Garendo over Miller, Warren, and Bigsby Hoff, I think I would just roll with Garendo at that point if those are my options.
If those are your options, yes. I think Kendre Miller's sneaky, but not sneaky enough to, yeah. But again, I'm still going Purdy, but again, I'm not going to argue with you too hard for wanting to go Jalen Hurts. I just think this is a good game for the passing game for the Niners.
Yeah. So. Okay. And then let's get to Tyler here with the super chat. I don't know if we've seen this name very often or much. Might be somebody new. Not sure, but appreciate the donation here. And said pick 2. I have Jamar, Higgins, Cup, Addison, or Jennings. Give me Cup and give me Jennings here. You have Jamar.
You don't want to go Higgins. Addison, man.
He's been hot. He's been hot, but I like Jennings a lot tonight, and I like Cup, so I'm willing to roll the dice with those two guys.
Just a little behind the curtain humor. I would go Cup and I'd go Jennings. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, let me scroll back up. I know some people have been waiting, so I will get back to where we were.
And he said, first time. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you too, Tyler.
Nice. Appreciate
Cheers,
that.
Man.
like to see a new face in here, and thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. T Money said, "What's going on, guys? Nice to meet you. Maybe
What up?
another new face in here as well." Ryan Miner said, "Miller Lite IPA or a 7-7 for tonight's beverage." I'll stick with the IPA. Plus, more probably a Miller Lite guy, I would think.
I was gonna say go hardball, go 7 and 7s. I'm drinking a regular seltzer, not like a fancy seltzer. I'm drinking a regular. I transitioned from Coke to seltzer now, because I'll probably have some beers and some Jack while watching the Niners. That'll be the
Fair
plan.
enough. There you go. All right, let's scroll back up here. I think we left off. Geez, ton of questions tonight, guys. Just bear with us.
This is why Pete's in charge of the questions, not me, because he always does a better job. Ish.
Jared Fortin said he meant Alonzo, by the way, to the Yankees. I don't know if that's
Oh
a true thing.
no. Well, I
rumor.
know Alonso's now starting to talk to other teams, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I still think he winds up back with the Mets.
dude.
but-
He's looking at his options.
Yeah,
He's
he's
looking
allowed
at his
to.
options.
He should. He's a free agent, for Christ's sakes. He should. God bless him.
Mega Brick said, "This is for all the marbles playoff quarterfinals. Would you start Purdy or Goff this week? Give me Purdy.
Give me Purdy. Purdy.
Jared Fortin said Evans has not practiced this week yet. Should we be worried? No, I think he'll be. I think
Yeah.
I think it's veterans rest. A lot of guys haven't practiced Wednesdays and Thursdays this year. It's been super weird.
Yeah, it's late in the year, and you know what? Honestly, I'm just going based on my own gut on this one. I don't have any knowledge to say this, but Pete, you and I talked about how the Buccaneers, that whole 1,000-yard thing, that's a real thing to them. Like, like they're well aware of it in the building. Maybe they're just giving him veterans rest to make sure he's nice and fresh for trying to get that 1,000 yards. I mean, that could be a thing too.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I'm kind of with you there. KJ said, "What's up? The weather for tonight and in Carolina on Sunday has me a little spooked. Need 3 to start: Cup, Jennings, Garrett Wilson, Mike Adams, or Thielen."
Yeah, it might rain on or off tonight. They didn't say it was going to be crazy rain or anything like that. They did say it's going to be windy, which is not surprising, but I think that hurts the kicker more than the kickers, but then it's going to hurt the passing games. But yeah, Carolina, I really didn't look in too much. I can check that, but I trust you on that one.
This is tough though, right? I mean, I know I like Jennings and Cup. Do I like Jennings and Cup enough to start? I feel like my gut says I have to go with Mike Evans and Garrett Wilson and then pick between the rest.
And I already know who I'm going with.
And I think I'm gonna go with Cooper Kupp.
That's what I was going to go with. I wasn't going to pick a 49er. How about that? Someone text Anthony. Yeah.
We'll clip it.
Yeah, please do.
All right. William Stevenson said Metcalf or Josh Downs. Give me Metcalf.
Yeah, go Metcalf, but I get why you're throwing up. So I get him.
49ers announced Isaiah Guerrero is active.
Cool.
We already answered this one.
Nothing like throwing a monkey wrench into people's plans.
Megabrick said same lineup, full PPR, sit 1, Drake London, Amon-Ra, Judy, or Juwan Jennings. I would sit Jerry Judy.
Yeah, right. I was kind of thinking that, but what if Cleveland's going up against the Chiefs, the old chefs, great googly moogly?
Yeah. Drake London's been too good. I know that the Kirk Cousins stuff, but London's been really good this year. Been consistent.
So you'd start Judy over Jennings, huh?
No, I'm sitting Judy. This is sit one.
I'm saying you'd start Jennings over Judy. I'm sorry, I worded that retarded.
Yeah,
sorry.
I would.
I just said.
We'll skip that.
We'll skip that. God. I think I would sit Judy too, actually, but it's definitely between Judy and Jennings. I'm not sold on that. Yes, that's very good. Yes, very nice, very good.
All right, moving on.
A lot of behind the curtains humor tonight. No one understands.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's all right.
That way sometimes.
June said play 2 Dowdle, Garrett Wilson, DK, or Tracy. Garrett Wilson and Dowdle.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen now, because now I'm in on some of these Jets players, which means they're going to bend us over. But yeah, I would go Dowdle and Garrett as well. Jesus, we're green. A lot.
Yeah, we sure are. Kamara iffy. Connor good. TD says Bucky likely out. Take a chance on Garendo or wait and play Tajay Spears. Only other option is to try to pick up Gus Edwards. No. I mean, look, Pollard may not play this week. I would still rather roll the dice at Garendo than roll the dice on the chance that Pollard is playing and Tajay Spears is splitting time.
But so he's starting Kamara and Connor, right? Those are
Yes.
the obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Just
he's saying Bucky's likely out. So he's
so
saying should he start Garendo tonight, or because if Bucky gets ruled out and he doesn't start Garendo, he has to start Tajay or Gus Edwards.
yeah, in that case, I do go Garendo. If it came down to Tajay or Gus, I'd probably prefer Gus, but I would probably try and avoid that altogether. This is
Yeah.
one. All right, this is one spot where I'd go Garendo tonight. There you go.
Okay.
You got me.
KJ Frederick said better defense this week, Dallas or Falcons. Yeah, I'm not really high on the Falcons, but they're 32nd in the league for sacks, but they're going up against a really bad Raiders offense. So I think they provide a better floor than Dallas this week. So,
And by the way, I know Pete's going to do some updated stuff, I guess, for next week, but he does have that playoff DST video out there. From what was it? That was a couple weeks ago, but still, it's still actionable and it still checks out too. I was actually looking at it the other day, so check that out in the old archives. I actually picked up in my home league. I picked up the Colts DST for
a lot of people are asking me about the Colts
for week 16 and 17. Yeah, I picked them up.
I mean, they get Giants week 17, I think.
Yeah, and they get Tennessee the week before that.
Yeah,
so
yeah, those offenses make bad defenses look good.
Yep.
Best way to put it. Xander said full PPR sit one, Mike Evans, Drake London, Khalil, Shakir.
Shakira.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunately Shakir as well.
Yep. Nice problem to have though.
We already answered Cole, but maybe we accidentally, he didn't hear us. We both said, oh, he added AJ Brown.
No, he added AJ Brown. Yeah, AJ Brown's a new addition to that.
And he also added another running back.
So you're only picking one of those wide receivers?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'm going AJ Brown then. If you're adding AJ Brown to the question, yeah, I'm going AJ Brown.
And BJR, if it's Bijan or Brian Robinson, I'm going with him over both either way.
Over both?
I would go with Brian Robinson over Pacheco this week too.
I would go Pacheco over Brian over Bijan over Brian Robinson. I'm sorry, I can't get my fucking words out. I would go Pacheco over him, but I would go Brian Robinson over Garendo.
By the way, Joshua Dobbs ruled out tonight. What's the deal with you 49ers? Brandon Allen's the backup now? I don't fucking understand. What the fuck goes on with the 49ers?
I don't understand why you care so much. Who cares?
I just don't get it. Why would Brandon Allen be the backup?
I don't know. Why would I know the answer to that? I don't fucking know. I think it's stupid too.
Jordan F said Devonta
Brandon
Smith.
Allen, I probably could have done a better job than Brandon Allen that week he played. Yeah.
Whatever. I'm going with Devonta Smith. I'm playing my best guy here.
Same. Okay.
T-Shane.
I do think the Bears might be decent in the passing game this weekend, though. Just putting that out there. Not enough for me to do Rome over Devonta. But yeah.
Vikings worry me. I have them ranked as my second defense. It's hard to ignore, though. Caleb is sacked 25 times in the last 5 games. He's just not turning the ball over. But the Vikings defense does have the most interceptions this year. Might be the week we get an interception. Caleb's minus 120 to throw a pick. And that's crazy for a guy that hasn't thrown a pick in like 9 games.
And yeah, and the Vikings are one of 5 teams to allow over 30 points to wide receivers in double-digit games this year. So,
okay, interesting.
A little nugget for you.
Also, I'm just going to pull this because GLVZ did send in a super. He also said, thank you. The Steelers held Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix to under 15 PPR points. Hurts might have issues. Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Totally fair. To me, I'm going with the guy that provides the biggest upside, and I don't want to put all my eggs in the 49ers basket tonight. But I totally understand, being hesitant slightly here and going with Purdy.
Yep. Same.
Sense?
Okay. Yeah, yes. Yeah.
All right, let me scroll back up to where we
Oh,
were.
sure.
T Shang Nang Yang, awesome name.
Nice. Well done.
Tongue twister there. Said starting lineup is Hurts, Gibbs, B Rob, Higgins, Jennings, Bowers, McLaurin, benches Dowdle, Reed, and Taylor. Assuming that's Jonathan Taylor. Said, do I start Dowdle over Higgins? What about JT? He's playing Denver's defense, so hard to play him. Yeah, I'm fine with this starting lineup. I think maybe you try to get Dowdle in somewhere. But I'm fine starting Higgins. I mean, off after that week last week where Jamar goes off and again, maybe kind of squeaky wheel theory with Higgins too. Maybe I start Dowdle over Higgins, but that would be the only move. I'm keeping Reed and I'm keeping Jonathan Taylor on the bench for sure.
He's got Jawan Jennings. I would do Rico Dowdle over Jawan Jennings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a good call.
I'd keep Higgins in there, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fine call. I don't hate that. Firefighter 1526 said, do I start Garendo tonight? I have Kyron and Charbonnet at my 2 running back spots and putting him at the flex. No. If you're flexing him, no. It sounds like you probably have other options.
Yep. Definitely let us know what those options are, and maybe we could help you, work through that.
I mean, it sounds like you're forcing him into your lineup if you're putting him in the flex. Your mom, LOL, said pick 2, half PPR, Dowdle, Gibbs, Taylor, or Stevenson. You're starting Gibbs, and I think you're starting Dowdle.
You are starting Dowdle, but Stevenson's close. But you are starting Dowdle.
Yeah. You're not sitting
Gibbs and Dowdle. No. God, no.
Matt Tate said, help me set my lineup: 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, Nakua, Jennings, Lamb, Garrett Wilson, London, Bucky, Chase Brown, B-Rob, Travis Etienne, Braylon Edwards. Huge week. No shit. Just kidding. No, Matt's a good guy. He's been in here a lot. Yeah, I'm starting Nakua. I'm starting Lamb, and I'm starting Garrett Wilson, and I'm starting B-Rob, and I'm starting Chase Brown, and I'm calling it a day, and I'm not tinkering too much.
Yeah. You don't have a. This would be a more interesting question. Not that that's a bad thing. That's actually a good thing because it's easy to decide. But if Bucky was practicing in full and if he was fine, this would be a harder conversation. But yeah, no, I would go with the same answers.
Okay. G said week 16, Green Bay or Minnesota's defense. Yeah, I mean, Green Bay plays the Saints. Minnesota plays Seattle. Seattle's a decent matchup for opposing defenses. They take a lot of sacks, but give me the Green Bay's defense has been good, and I like them against the Saints next week. So I'll take that comfortably.
You're the defense guru.
Matt Tate also said Winston or Richardson this week. I'm going to go with Richardson here over Winston. It's close. It really is. But Colts need a win this week, man. Colts need a win this week. And it wouldn't be surprised if Richardson plays hero ball a little bit and tries to run a good amount.
My gut's telling me Jameis. I'm gonna go Jameis. I think this is one of those heave it up spots, and even if he gets picked off a bunch, he's gonna throw a bunch. He's gonna complete a bunch. I'm going Winston on this one.
Well, Winston's at home. Richardson's on the road as well. I'm fine with going Winston. I think Richardson provides more risk, but he provides more upside. Dylan Fink said playoffs, full PPR, 1 running back, 1 flex. I think he's smoking a cigar in his locker there. Nice.
Yeah,
said full PPR, 1 RB, 1 flex. Bucky Irving if he plays. Kenneth Walker if he plays. I have Sean Tucker or Braylon Allen Davis all if above missed. Smitty J-Mo. Muth Ertz, Scott McLaurin starting. So I'm trying to understand the question here. Is he
he needs
choose between Smitty and J-Mo for the flex? Because he has McLaurin starting, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Let's answer that for I like J-Mo, I think, more than Devonta Smith this week. J-Mo Bill.
Yeah, but it's more because of the matchups, but yeah, I would probably say the same.
Now at running back, I would probably start Bucky Irving if he plays over Kenneth Walker if he plays.
I feel like we're hearing more promising things out of practice in terms of Kenneth Walker than we are
Yeah.
Bucky Irving, though.
No, I agree. I
I
would
think this. Oh, God, good. What do you got?
no, I don't know. I mean, Braylon
That's what he
Allen,
wants to hear.
Davis, Brees Hall back at practice.
Yeah,
It sounds like my situation almost a little bit. I have Bucky Irving too, and I'm deciding between Sean Tucker and Jaleel McLaughlin.
I think this is one of those spots where you got to wait it out. You got to wait out and see how the news develops. I mean, we're also going to be here. We're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to be here Sunday morning. I think this is a spot where you wait and see what happens. I mean, what the Seahawks play? Seahawks play Sunday night, and what time do the Bucks play? Bucks are playing at 4:00. So you got a good amount of time to figure that out. I would kind of wait and see on that.
Yeah, I agree. Tyler Machetti, I'm just coming back to him because he sent in a super chat. He said Jonnu
Mhm.
or Hawkinson. Um, I like Hawkinson a lot this week. I know Jonnu's
Yep.
been really good, but I prefer Hawkinson this week.
Yep, same deal. I'm going Hawkinson. Going up against the Bears, right? Yeah, last 3 weeks they've allowed 23.1, 17.9, 25.5 points to tight ends. So yeah, this is a Hawkinson week for me.
Okay. All right, we're gonna try to answer these a little quickly. We're at the 51-minute mark. We've got about 10 minutes left. It's 7
We
o'clock
basically
Eastern
just got the
time.
same question in a super chat from Fredo. Not basically, we
Oh.
did get the same question.
Oh shit! No
Which
way. All right, well there you go, Fredo. You
yeah,
heard it here.
yeah, it's Hawkinson, man. Hawkinson again. I'll just say it, and then we get into the next question. He's top 3 tight end for me this week. So
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try to hit these a little quicker. We're
yep,
pretty far behind. So would you guys go Debo or Ridley half point PPR? Thank you. Um,
Ridley. I think Debo sneaks into the end zone tonight, but I don't think he does enough otherwise.
yeah, I'll go Ridley too against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Bang play said, should I start the Niners main running back and Juwan Jennings over Evans, AJ Brown, or Kamara? No, no.
Nope. No, you do not.
Rex
Negative.
said Thielen or Brian Thomas Jr. PPR. What do you what do you got?
Sexy Rexy. Give me Brian Thomas on this one.
Yeah, I like Thielen a
It's
lot
close
this
though.
week. I
Yeah.
like Thielen a lot this week.
You
I'll
know
go with
what
Brian
though? Wait a
Thomas.
minute.
I'll go with Brian Thomas still though. I mean, he's still getting some big plays.
I will just say I'll go Brian Thomas too. I will just say the PPR makes this a lot closer of a question than say if it
I
was
agree.
half point or standard.
I agree.
Yeah.
Cat Mac, Isaiah Guerrero must start tonight. No,
No.
not a must.
See what other options you have, my man.
Yeah. Albert said Tua Darnold Knicks pick 2. You go first here.
I don't like picking against your boy, but because I also love your boy. But I would go Tua and Darnold, and I think that's more of a nice problem to have than anything else. If I did put in Knicks, it would be over Tua because I think Darnold's going to have another good week.
Yeah.
But I would go Tua and Darnold.
Yeah, I would go Knicks and Darnold here, actually.
Yeah, I can't argue with you.
Yeah. Kenny, we did answer that. You sent in a super chat.
Yep. We
Basher
said
said,
Stone Smart. Well, we ended up saying Stone Smart, right?
yeah, we said Stone.
Actually,
No,
well,
we said Dalton
we said Dalton.
Schultz.
Yeah,
We said Stone Smart seems like he has a little more upside though.
we
But he's
acknowledged the
this year.
upside there. Yeah, got it.
Basher said Mayor Rogers. I know you guys were skeptical about the May with the long trip.
Yeah, man. You want to start May, huh? Is this maybe a Drake May account?
I think
I'm kidding.
this was it. He probably sent this in after somebody else. I don't know if he asked this one. Maybe he did.
I thought he asked the one about May. That's why I
He
was
may
saying
have.
it. We
I
got the
think
May questioner there.
I think I go Rogers though.
Yeah. Regardless of I would still go Rogers.
Okay. Matt Tate said if Brees Hall doesn't play, would you start Braylon over Shakir and or Tracy?
I don't think I would. Based on what I saw with that workload last week, and that's not to say Braylon's gonna be bad. It's just
I'd start him over Tracy.
okay. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you, but I wouldn't.
Jaguars' run defense is pretty bad. You know,
Hmm.
I think I'd start him over Tracy in that tough matchup.
Yeah.
Just-
I mean,
just-
I would go Tracy, but I can't argue with you.
Saucy B said, "What's up, fellas? PPR,
What
AJ
up?
Brown or Evans? Also PPR, Dowdle, James Cook, Shakir. Leaning Evans over Brown and Dowdle, Myers, Shakir, Cook in order. Thoughts? What do you think?"
Yeah, I'm definitely going Dowdle in terms of running back. Wide receiver is a little more iffy for me. I want to take a look at something. Pete, what are your thoughts there as I gander
I'm
at something
going.
real
I'm
quick?
I'm going with Brown. I think Brown big week. I think both
Yeah,
guys are good
that's
plays
what
this
I'm
week.
thinking too.
Yeah, I'm going with Brown. And then Dowdle, Myers, Shakir, Cook in that order. No, I would slide Myers to the back. I would slide Cook to behind Dowdle, and I would put Shakir at third for me. And Myers would be the last guy I would start in that order.
Yeah, same deal. Yeah, I'm going the same. But I
I
mean,
don't. I mean
Dowdle's
Myers with
honestly the
Desmond
biggest
Ritter,
question. Right. Mm,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
uh, George said hi. Without
Hi.
Kenneth Walker, who should I start at running back two? Vidal, Isaiah Davis, Tucker, in case Bucky is out. If Bucky's out, I'm starting Tucker.
Yeah. Yep.
Just as clear as that. And if Bucky is in, I would start Davis. If Brees Hall doesn't play, if Brees Hall does play, I guess I'm going with Vidal.
I don't see how Brees Hall plays. Everything's saying he's, dealing with the knee.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mike said Irving, Tracy, Allen, McCormick need to. Yeah, I'm starting Irving in this scenario if he plays. If not, I'm starting McCormick and I'm starting Tyrone.
Yeah. I'd go Tracy. I mean, we kind of just spoke about this
I was
earlier.
just about to say.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, same answer for me. If Bucky plays, it's Bucky Tracy. If Bucky does not play, it's Tracy and McCormick.
Yeah, if Bucky doesn't play, I'm going McCormick and Allen. But I would be comfortable maybe switching. I think I would be okay with switching McCormick for Tracy, possibly.
Okay.
But Search and Kill said tight end Mark Andrews or Cade Otton this week. Pick one. I go with Cade Otton. I don't know if Mark Andrews is going to be needed to be used that much this week.
Yeah, same reason. And again, Giants they play the Giants, and Giants are. I feel like I say it every week. They're surprisingly good against certain positions in terms of fantasy, at least. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I would go Otten. Actually, the Giants team shut down Kate Otten a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're rolling through here. Just guys, we have a ton of questions. We're not going to get to everybody. We have about
But
5
we will
minutes
be back
left.
tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be here Sunday morning. So I mean, if you need a question and it's about tonight's game, send us in. Even if it's a dollar super chat, it'll flag it. At least we can be alerted to answer you. But we're just going in order right now. And yeah, so SVG Germ said second flex spot second flex spot. We like Cousins versus Las Vegas in a super flex league, or put Garendo, Najee, Rashad White, Marvin Harrison Jr., or D Hop or Jonnu. I would roll the dice with Kirk here.
Yeah, Cousins has been abysmal, but I'll take him in this matchup going up against the Raiders.
Yeah, if Bucky Irvin doesn't play though, I'd be fine starting Rashad White. I'll just
Yeah.
Milan said PPR pick 2, DJ Moore, London, Myers. It's Moore and London for me.
Yep, same here. I mentioned the Vikings against wide receivers a bit today, so yeah.
Okay. Iconic Ace said Stafford or Jordan Love. Hey Pete, what's up, man? I like Stafford tonight.
Same here, but it's close. It's close.
Yep, I agree. Marco said Tank Bigsby or Jaden Reed. Also, Jaden Daniels or Tua. Give me Jaden Reed and give me Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden Reed, but the Jaden Daniels or Tua's that's close. But I'd still go Jaden Daniels. It's close for me. Apparently, it's not for Pete with that facial expression. But,
No, it is close. It is close. It is close, actually. I mean, because it's again. I mean, how much if they're crushing them, Jaden Daniels, they might just run the ball. I mean, that does worry me.
Sure.
But Jaden Daniels, an extra week of rest, maybe those ribs are feeling a little bit better, and maybe he runs a little more.
William Stevenson's being a smartass in the chat, but
I didn't see it.
Surprise.
Do I start Garendo on the flex? No, probably not. If he's a flex player, you probably have somebody better. Hello, aloha.
Hi.
Hi. Um, all right, where we got Magnus Gal? That's a hell of a name. We'll just say Magnus. In full PPR, who do you sit? CeeDee Lamb, Juwan Jennings, Cortland Sutton, or Garrett Wilson? Probably Juwan Jennings. And
Yeah.
greetings from Iceland. Nice.
Oh,
Awesome. Love that.
good shit. Yeah. No, I would sit Juwan Jennings.
Okay. Cool. All right, a lot of these are old questions that we answered already. Ice Cold said, out of Flowers, Cup, Jawan Jennings, Shakir. Which two which two slots take the wide receiver spot? Cup, and it's between Flowers and Jennings for me. I like Jennings a lot tonight, but I'm gonna go with Flowers.
Yes, I was just having a little bit of fun with William Stevenson. So let me read this again quick.
Oh, sure.
Flowers, Cup, Jennings, Shakir. Which two slots take the wide receiver? So he needs two here. I'm gonna go Zay Flowers and I'm gonna go Cooper Cup.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I said too.
Okay.
All right, where Stone Smarter, Kyle Pitts. I'm down bad.
Smart.
Yeah, Stone Smart, I guess.
Listen, I'll take the matchup. You got a nice matchup. You got a decent target share that Chargers tight ends have been getting, and you got no Will Dissly. Or I got to trust. Like, it's one thing to say I'll trust Kirk Cousins to play well again. Saying you trust Kyle Pitts to play well, that is the definition of dicey.
Yeah. I agree. Hold on one second.
You got to get the Mike Singletary. Can't do it. What's he reading over there? What the fuck's he reading over there? What is he reading that he can't share with us, guys? That's a little rude.
Hold on, sorry.
This shit now.
We pulled that. What's up with Brendan Rice, my guys? I don't know if Brendan Rice is looking for a job. I think he's at the local shop, right?
Son of 49ers legend. You guys watch your mouths.
Jerks.
I'm just kidding, Ice Cold. Just pizza jerk, not you. I will just say, if a question's not answered, you can always hit me up on X at the FF Realist. I'll answer you from the couch while I'm watching the Niners hopefully win.
There you go. All right, we're winding down, but we're actually catching up a little bit. So that's a good thing. Obviously, we're going Chase Brown here, I think, right?
Yes.
For I am.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yves said pick two, Stafford, Kamara, or Evans. Stafford and Evans for me.
Yep, Stafford and Evans. Clearly we both like Mike Evans this week. Clearly. Yeah.
No, who would have thought?
Yeah, really.
Samuel loved so many Juwan Jennings questions too. After me and you trashed him like 4 weeks ago, saying that why does everybody think Juwan Jennings is going to continue being a thing?
I did give Steve his flowers the other night when it was the two of us. So I definitely let him know he was correct.
You guys kissed too?
It's kind of hard to do that on a podcast, but no, we did not.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Samuel said have Jennings and Tyreek Hill and Sutton as a flex. However, my bench.
You asked that though. I feel like you've tried to envision that once or twice, maybe when you're in the shower. But go ahead, read the question.
You were the one that said that you like to watch the Mediators while you lay in bed at night.
I don't understand what the hell's so awkward about that. I lay in bed, I relax, I'm watching some TV.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of people right now there's a couple that might be laying in bed right now after a long day at work listening to us bullshit here.
Maybe there is.
There.
No one else lays in bed and watches TV. I don't fucking understand this.
I bet there's somebody in the there's probably somebody in the shower that has us on the toilet seat that's listening to the show.
My buddy who used to write in, he told us he would watch the show from the shower.
If you're watching our show from anywhere weird, let us know.
Well, apparently not, because apparently Pete's gonna fucking ridicule.
Let's answer Samuel here, okay? He said,
"Sorry, Samuel.
However, my bench is Thielen playing in rain and DJ Moore. No, I'm fine with these three guys. I'm okay with starting them. I would maybe consider Jennings swapped out for DJ Moore.
Yeah, same here. I actually would do that. Actually, I would make that swap.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. I think
DJ Moore, Tyreek, and Sutton.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. Samuel also said one running back, Tracy Pacheco or Walker. Pacheco here for me.
Pacheco. And we do have a super chat. Just came in.
Okay.
Pete's very focused on something.
I was frozen.
Yeah, right.
I was frozen. I was. Ghost Man Ron said, "Are we starting Isaac tonight?" No, probably
No,
not.
no, we are not.
Try your hardest not to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
again,
try your hardest.
if you have abysmal options, then yes. But if you have solid options, then no, I would not.
Yeah. Jared Fortin said, "Where is Anthony?" Anthony's dealing with some stuff. He's got some personal stuff, but he'll be back. He's
He's
trying to make
fine
it
though.
back
Yeah,
soon. Yeah, everything's all good. He's just a lot going on right now, so he's just trying to handle and juggle a bunch of stuff. So we're holding it down for him. Carlos with the super chat said, "Two are Purdy, pick two, James Cook, Hall, Irving, DJ Moore." I think we both agree Purdy here.
Yep.
Okay. And then James Cook, Hall, Irving, DJ Moore. Um, I mean, honestly, I would be fine starting DJ Moore over Hall and Irving, and James Cook, even if Hall and Irving play. They might be limited. So give me DJ and Cook.
Yeah, I would say the same. I mean, if Irving was completely healthy, then it'd be a different answer. But yeah, agreed.
Okay. GLVZ said, "I'm a Denver fan too." Look at that. Love that. Love that. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, Hoff's goatee is looking really thick these days. It looks like he's dyeing it black. It's like jet black.
Wow,
I don't know.
that's the real deal, man.
My
Tell ya,
beard, my shit goes orange when it grows out in the summertime.
I can't grow the rest of this, but I can grow a mustache like a goddamn state trooper. That's it.
Oh gosh,
Who
what
wants
was
a
that?
mustache ride?
Well, isn't that from
Super Troopers?
Super Troopers. It's funny you said that because I was thinking of when they do the skit where they go meow when they go
Yeah.
come up to the car.
I say that sometimes during the show. Well,
Yeah.
I drop a meow in there every now and again. See
Yeah.
if anybody notices.
All right. Chill said, "What up, homies?" I did pull that before.
Nice
And
picture
then
too, by the way.
Broderick said, "Who should I start? B-Rob."
Ooh. You definitely froze on that end. Oh, there you are. Now you're back. You were frozen there for a second. Did you answer or no?
No, I said
What?
no, I didn't answer. I just said B-Rob Adams.
Is the computer frozen or you? Which is it?
The computer was frozen.
Jesus.
The computer was frozen. Am I good now?
Man. Yeah, I guess ish. I mean, your connection's good. I'm not sure about you personally, but
all right, whatever. I'm gonna start B-Rob this week. It's just been too good to not start.
Yeah, same. But Adams is closer than I would than I would previously say, which I said earlier in the show. But yeah.
Michael Lewis said Downs, Mooney, Flowers, pick two PPR. Flowers and Mooney.
Yeah, I would just tell you to just monitor the old injury report. Mooney's been dealing with some stuff. I mean, he's still playing, but he's dealing with some stuff. So just keep an eye on that. But Flowers is the constant, though.
Yeah. Chill said start three: Judy Ladd, Rome, Downs, BTJ, Brian Robinson, Gorendo, Chase Brown, Jameson. I'll stick to Chase Brown and B-Rob, like I've been saying. Yep. And then it's a toss up with the rest.
I think if Ladd plays, he's my third.
I agree.
If he doesn't, then I think I go BTJ, me personally.
Yep, me too. Chill said also Jonnu or Laporta. I prefer Jonnu.
Yeah. Yes, Jonnu. Sorry. I saw Williams. Okay, I'll pull this up. There you go. This. Super Troopers.
Oh, okay.
Bear fucker. Yeah. Do you need assistance?
All right. Enough of that.
Great movie. Open bar, dude. Go ahead.
Shut up.
Okay.
Kyler, Baker, Caleb.
I like Kyler Murray this week, actually. I want to check one other thing before I commit to that, but I think he's my answer. What says you?
Yeah, I like Baker, but I would go with Kyler.
Yeah, I'm going Kyler this week. I like the matchup going up against the Patriots. And also it's in Arizona, so there's no need to worry about, being in New England.
Yeah, I
So,
agree. Brainy Ballers said that goatee. We still got to get a call on with you, Brainy Ballers. It's been a really hectic few months, so
yep.
we'll have to reconvene on that. Might have to be an off season thing, but I think that's going to do it for us, guys. I know we still have a bunch of comments. It's too many to get to right now. If we can, if you want, hit up Hoff. His Twitter is in the video right now. The FF Realist. And also, you can send a message or comment in the YouTube below, and one of us will try to get to it, especially if it's supposed to be before game time tonight.
Well, he just said real quick, just because it's for tonight. He
Okay.
said, "Help me, please, George Kittle or Mark Andrews." I'm taking George Kittle.
Yeah, me too. Comfortably. And then I guess we'll pull Glenn, who said Purdy or Kyler. Purdy.
Purdy still, but close.
I mean, I guess I can look through here and just see if there's any tonight questions. Liam Williams, start one, Garendo, Ridley, or Tracy. I would not start Garendo. I would start either Ridley or Tracy.
Same. Garendo is going to be every other question.
Yeah. Thank you both. No problem. Let's see if there's anything else that's questions for tonight that maybe. Okay. LeBron's one has to sit. Hall, Connor, Aaron Jones, Myers. I'm sitting Myers.
I'm sitting Garendo.
Okay. Fair enough. And
Garendo's going to rush for 3,000 yards tonight. Make me look like a real dick.
Well, there you go. Christopher Vera said Garendo, McCormick,
right.
or Allen.
Well, with these options, then I go Garendo.
Me too. I'm fine with going Garendo. I would be fine with going to Allen, but I just don't know if Hall's in or out, and I don't want to take the chance. So that's why I would start Garendo. And I think we're good. I think that's it. So yeah, drop questions in the comments below. Sayonara Suckers says Will, and hit up Hoff if you need anything. Any questions that are coming in still, guys, we'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here Sunday. We'll be able to answer these questions before game time as well.
You're going to hit the end stream, right?
Yeah, I got it. You close us out. I'll take us.
All right. Well, everybody have a great Thursday night. Hopefully your fantasy playoffs start off with a bang in a good way. But until next time, stay thirsty, be kind to one another. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Cheers.